So I've made a box here, working on it for my daughter, and this is kind of a first run, and it turned out fairly well, but I wanted to try and make one more. I wanted to use some different wood. It doesn't have to be an exact size. Thing is, and the trick that I learned is you want to cut as many of your pieces together at a time while you have the saw set up. So what I did is I got the measurements about how big I wanted the tray inside the box to be, because everything is going to be kind of built around the tray so that it has a good close fit. And I cut several pieces off. I believe the board was like this. So I measured the fence. I cut one, cut another, cut another. They were a little bit wide, but since I was cutting out those pieces, I went ahead and cut out a few extra pieces for the front, the back, and the side. Well, top and bottom, because I'm going to make a bottom, and I went ahead and cut out some more pieces so that they would be the exact same width, so I can make the sides, and then I'll use this measurement to make the shorter side. But I went ahead and cut them all at the same time so they would be the same length. We got the top, the bottom, and the tray piece, and I measured the other way, and I cut them all at the same time so they're all be the same depth and thickness. And you'll notice that one of them is just a little bit shorter. This is the tray, and I marked it with a T. Once I made the cuts, I backed the saw blade in just a little bit and trimmed just a little bit more along the edges, so this piece is actually slightly smaller. This will fit just tightly in there, just like that. And then I went back and cut some small sticks out so that these are going to be the front and the back. I'd probably do something like that for this one. I'll put these two pieces on the front. I'll probably cut this one a little bit short, and then I'll cut this one to fit along the edge, so you have space here, here, and over here. And then the remaining parts will cover the end. Put some glue on the bottom of these, and try to line them up here as best I can. Press it down and get some of that extra glue out. I've got the two side pieces for the tray glued into place, and what I want to do is I want to put a piece here and on this end, and then one kind of all centered in here to make 3 separate compartments. So what I'm going to do is these little sticks that I've cut out, I'm going to take and place close to the edge, and I'm going to mark a line where I should cut it at. Squeeze this into place. This is a tight squeeze. Doesn't have to be perfect. I want to decide how deep this box is going to be. So what I'm going to kind of do to get an idea, I want there to be some room under the tray, but it doesn't have to be a lot. So I'm going to kind of sort of assemble the box on its side and put the tray. Let's see, I put the tray and leave that much room underneath. And I'll probably use a stick like this to support it. I'll make a mark right there, and then I will use that as a guide to cut 2 side pieces. And I'm going to cut both of these together so that they're the same size. We got the sides cut. I'm going to use these little contraptions to glue one of these on at a right angle. But it takes some finesse. Close. I'm going to tighten these up. Hold that. Loosen these so I can slide this board out and put some glue on it. Slide this back in here. And try to get it even as we can. Alright, let those dry. So this has had time to dry. Let's see what we got here. First of all, that fits very nicely. A little bit of wiggle room. So what we need to do now is we need to take these down to the table saw and cut in pieces. So I'm going to use this to set the fence so that I'm cutting it just wide enough. And I've learned, push the fence over against it between that and the blade, and then I back off just a little bit. And that seems to work out perfect when I do it like that. To adjust the fence, we cut the 2 sides for the bottom all the way across, back up just a hair. Got the sides done for the bottom, and now for the top. The thing about the top is I don't really want it to be that deep. I'd have preferred not to cut it that way, but trial and error. believe that'll work. Now, is I want to try and cut 2 pieces to go inside. A strip of wood to go in here, and to go in here to hold the tray up. Just going to set the board there and make a line, make a line. So we will stick this on here, tighten it down snugly. Get this now the bottom is a little bit more involved than the top, because I have these that I want to put glue into here as a little shelf. So what I need, put that out of the way for now, set this on its side. And we want to glue that right there. And set it right there. And make sure it will fit in here. And there's plenty of room. Plenty of room. And again, I'm using the other side just to have something solid to brace upon. Not tightening it super tight, just plenty snug. Lock it in here. Well, now that I've got the box together, I've kind of lined up the lid and clamped it down, and I've gone through and sanded kind of the front and the back mostly smooth, and I'm going to go ahead and put hinges on here to hold that together. So let's see, that's 1.5 inches just about. Latches on there. Ta-da! I've got it sanded down really nice and smooth. Turns out nicely. So it's time to stain it. So I'm taking the hinges and latch back off so that I can stain it and clear coat it. And once that's done, I'll put it all back together again. I only got the boxes clear coated here. I didn't do very much on the inside, just a little bit. Ta-da! All put back together. I think the next time I do one of these boxes, I'm going to, instead of putting the hinges on the back like this, I'm going to do, probably in the lid, cut a little bit of wood and put the hinges in here so that they're mostly hidden inside. I might allow it to close a little smoother. But I'm learning. And there we go. My daughter's box is as ready as it's going to be. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and stay creative.